Hello guys, today I want to go through the add-ons. Node was Siege add-ons, basically like large scale add-ons, 1v1 add-ons and PvE add-ons. I have here already my Siege add-ons with Meteor. It's the only tier 3 add-ons we have. With PvP damage, it's basically a pre-buff because mostly I'm using Meteor at the as a first skill when people engaging, like pushing the castle or just normal raid fights, because yeah, huge AoE CC damage and yeah, T3 add-on. So I'm starting with buffing up my PvP damage and bleed damage. A lot of people also take minus 20 DP. I'm not taking it because I have it on my fireball explosion for later, the minus DP, so I'm taking the dot. And you also have to consider you're not the only one who has minus DP add-ons. The second skill is Fireball Explosion. Mostly I use Rabam into Explosion after my Meteor and then into the Lightning skill, so I have my minus DP debuff on this skill instead of Meteor because I want the bleeding damage. And I still have here PvP damage as well, because Meteor has 30 seconds cooldown, and at some point you also use, or you want to rebuff basically your PvP damage again, so I have it on Explosion as well, just for rebuffing. So after using Meteor and Fire Explosion, I'm following up with my Lightning skills. I have on my both Lightning skills casting speed buffs. So it's very important to have always your casting speed buffs up. And I also have on both lightnings attack and casting speed debuffs for the enemy targets. Because from my opinion, slows are the keys in large scale. Once they're slowed, they can't, or mostly they can't use any skills. And a lot of classes also getting succeed in protection once they're slowed. They have a lot of, they have very big gaps between their SA rotations or whatever they're doing, so it's very important to slow stack them. As next we have Blizzard here. Blizzard is also a very important skill. It doesn't do damage, but it slows a shit ton. Plus I also have minus casting speed, attack speed on it as well, just for the Giga slow stack. Yeah, then for example, if you defend the castle, you're mostly above a gate or something, so you're getting mostly a full blizzard up, and that's why I also have bleed damage on it. So everyone was passing me, like 20, 30, 40 people, getting slowed plus bleed damage, what is very important against PAs. And yeah, for the last skill I have Voltaic Bolts. That's like, I'm not the biggest fan in TPing in a Node for Siege because mostly you're getting slowed, succeed in protection, and most of times they have PA anyway, so I mostly try to stay outside of the fight and just range damage him with all my range skills, and also with all my debuffs, since I have a lot of DP debuffs and basically add-ons on every range CC skill I have. So yeah, and if I should go in, then I have Voltaic with my DP add-ons to survive 0.1 seconds longer in large scale Kappa, because yeah, you die anyway without PA. As next you will see my PvE add-ons. I will also show you a small PvE skill rotation from me, so you understand why I'm picking this rotation, this PvE rotation with these add-ons here. So yeah, it always depends on your skill rotation. Like some people using for pre-buffs Fireball, Freeze, MMA and so on. I use the normal auto hit. And yeah, also some people have like a different pre-buff rotation, because my pre-buff is Voltaic, Equilibrium Break and Frigid Fog, and then dashing behind them with my Earth Response. And some people only using maybe 1 or 2 skills, or dashing behind the mob pack with Earthquake. It always depends on grind spot. So yeah, I will show you a video so you understand why I'm picking it. The first skill I'm using is basically Lightning Chain just for pulling. You can use Lightning Chain add-on if you want, but it's only tier 1 add-on, so it's not that good. Instead of using Lightning Chain, I'm just pulling, and after Lightning Chain, I'm just auto-hitting a mob. So getting my add-ons from Magic Arrow, what is a 2T add-on, basically you auto them in succession. With only clicking R&B, and you get the T2 add-on with casting speed and critical hit rate. I have the casting speed for just having my all the pre-buff skills faster, and of course the crit damage, because why not? Afterwards, I'm using mostly Voltec, what gives me the monster damage and critical hit rate. Then I'm using Equilibrium Break, if I pronounce it right, with the DP add-on and Evasion add-on just to debuff all the mobs. And my last pre-buff skill will be Frigid Frog with accuracy buff and again refreshing my casting speed. Afterwards, I'm dashing behind them with Earth Response, what gives me the back attack and critical hit damage buff, and following up with Rabam, Fireball, Explosion into the lightning skills. As next we have my 1v1 add-ons. Keep in mind it always depends on your gear, your playstyle and where you're fighting. I'm playing for example 1v1 with the Focus Meteor, so that's why I have critical hit rate and down attack damage for the maximum damage, since I use the Meteor as my finisher skill. If you play with the other Meteor, I will change the down attack damage into like minus DP, AP buff, slows, or whatever you prefer. From Meteor, we're going first to Frigid Frog. I have PvP damage on Frigid Frog and casting speed. I use Frigid Frog for his air rotation and obviously for getting his CC off. You will mostly use Frigid Frog in the combo as well, that's why I have PvP damage. You mostly also will use it pretty early in the combo. And if you don't have your casting speed up from Residual Lightning or Lightning Storm, then you will get the casting speed buff here for continuing your combos. The next skill is Magic Arrow. Magic Arrow is the normal auto hit in succession, but has also a T2 add-on. I always use Magic Arrow as debuffing the enemy while he's S-blocking or blocking, because the skill, like every single DP or debuff add-on, let's say it like that, goes through front guard and blocks. Keep that in mind. Every debuff add-on goes now through front block and blocks. I also use Magic Arrow in my 1v1 combo. I will show you a small video how you can do that after, for example, Voltec CC into Outrate, into Rabam, into Explosion, or into Fireball and Explosion to get the maximum debuffs off. The next two skills are Lightning Storm and Residual Lightning. They are basically our biggest slow skills, and they have a base slow from 30%. Plus the 7% add-on, you slow them for 47%. What is huge, and keep in mind they're also going through front guard and blocks. You also should use casting speed buffs on your Lightning Storm Residual Lightning, because it's very, very important to have always a casting speed up, since we are pretty much only SA besides our TPs, and we're pretty much eating every single slow, so it's very, very important to have all the time a casting speed up. The last skill is Voltec. There's nothing much to say. It's a skill for SA trading or normal SA rotation or getting CC off, and it's basically the add-on from where I'm getting my DP buffs. If you still have questions about Wizard, then feel free to join my stream. I'm streaming 5 times per week. I will link my stream in the description. So yeah, if you have any questions about add-ons, how to gear up, combos, PV rotation, and so on, join the stream, ask me, and you will get the right answer.